a million years did I think I would be standing on a stage like this. I had one dream in my life for what I wanted to do when I grew up, and that is to be a public school teacher. Can we hear for America's public school teachers? Now, it was a pretty rugged path for me. My daddy ended up as a janitor. We didn't have any money for it. I finally made it off to college. Then I dropped out at 19 and got married. Found a commuter college that cost $50 a semester. Scratched my way back, made my 4-year diploma, and became a special needs teacher. I've lived my dream job. And in case you don't know this about teachers, let me just tell you, teachers understand the worth of every single human being. Teachers invest in the future, and teachers never give up. I come to you today filled with optimism. Optimism because I've been around South Carolina for the last 6 months. I've been around this country for the last 6 months. And people across this nation understand it is time for big structural change in America. The time for small ideas is over. So here's how I see it. It's time for big plans, and yeah, I got some big plans. Let's start with a wealth tax. 2 cents on the top 1/10 of 1%. The biggest fortunes in this country, we ask them to pitch in 2 cents, and here's what we can buy for it. Universal child care for every one of our baby folks. Universal pre-K for every 3-year-old and 4-year-old in this country. Raise the wages of every preschool teacher and child care worker in America. Provide universal tuition-free technical school, community college, and 4-year college for every kid who wants to go. $50 billion investment in our historically black colleges and universities. Let's level the playing field. And also for that same 2 cents, we can cancel student loan debt for 95% of the folks in the world. And that last plan took a big step toward becoming a reality this past week when your Congressman Clyburn and I introduced that bill in the House and the Senate together. You know what all those big plans are about? They're about a fundamental question. Who does government work for? Is government just going to work for a thinner and thinner slice at the top? Well, I'm in this fight because I believe we can make government work for everyone else. And I believe that when we get in the big fights for the big ideas, that's when it is that we draw in Democrats and Republicans. That's when it is that we make it worthwhile for people to get in the fight. That's why we're here, to build a future, not just for those who are born into privilege, but to build a future for everyone. And that's what my campaign is all about. I've had more than 100 town halls. I've been to 20 states and Puerto Rico. I've done over 30,000 selfies. But it hasn't been about spending my time with millionaires. It hasn't been about going behind closed doors. It's been about getting out and building a grassroots movement. Because come November 2020, we want to build Donald Trump. We need to build that grassroots movement starting right now.